Welcome to Cafe Rewrite, where improv becomes scripted. I'm Yaz.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Alex.
And today we are joined by a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Nora.
This is Nora. You can find her on TikTok at that0nejew, and I assume Twitter? ?
Twitter. I also have a My Hero Academia reader insert fanfiction blog that I never tell anyone about. So if that's the kind of thing you're into.
Yeah.
Be sure to ask about that later, and we'll
We can talk about it later.
We'll drop a link.
Yeah, so today this is the anime episode of Cafe Rewrite. For people who haven't joined us before, here on Cafe Rewrite, we write randomized fanfiction screenplays. We have a list of characters that we randomize for each of us, and a list of scenarios as well, and we plug those characters into those scenarios, and we write a short screenplay. It's a fun time.
Yes.
And because we have Nora here, an avid anime connoisseur of sorts, we thought it was appropriate. Yes.
So
yes,
flattering.
It would seem you're talking to someone. I'm gonna say I've seen very few animes, anything, however you say it. I don't even know how to say the plural version of it. I have not seen
I don't think
many.
anyone really does.
I have not seen many things. I watched 2 episodes of My Hero Academia earlier this week, and then I got a freelance job, and I haven't had time to continue. But
Characters 1, 2, and 3 generate a dead A. Characters 1, 2, and 3 are all in love with character 4. It's the last day of school before winter break, so it's perfect time to confess their love. All right, so let's generate dead A's. So let me make a list of them real quick.
what the hell is that again?
Someone explain it again.
I can think of examples, but that's
Okay.
the extent of my
So
knowledge.
they're like
fine. Examples are
personality
great.
types,
There's
essentially.
Yandere, which is like Toga's Yandere. She likes to kill people and stab them, and has like predatory vibes about
Yes.
her.
Predatory. That's a good way of. Yeah.
So it's like a sort of like a personality trait in a way.
Yeah.
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 Like
All right, who's getting? Yaz, you're getting the first one.
Yaz is first.
Yeah, I'm
You're
first.
getting Sadodere.
Okay, what is that? What does that mean?
The Sadodere is a character that loves to manipulate in sadistic ways. Sado comes from sadomasochism and describes the personality of a cruel character. The Sadodere gets pleasure from putting their love interest in a tough situation that either causes them pain or humiliation. This type of pain can either be physical or emotional. Sadoderes lack empathy for others, but only take interest in those they value. An example of a blah blah blah. So who's next? Me? Oh, I'm next.
It's whatever. Yeah, you.
Kamidere. Oh, a Kamidere is a character with a god complex.
that
Jesse
makes
and
sense.
Jane. All right, Cam. Shundere. Let me read you this. This was actually number 1 on the top 10 Dede list, so
Ooh, like it's a ranking? They ranked them?
I guess so. The Shundere suffers from depression and is sad throughout the series.
I feel like the way you described the character I got, this is completely opposite.
So, okay. What is it? It's that the last day before break, is that what it was?
Should we open up with Nora's character doing something and then hit with us so we get like the subject
I think Nora's character I think Aizawa should be the center of this.
Fair warning, I remember mostly nothing from what I learned in my screenwriting class.
That's
okay.
Good.
That's
All right.
I've never taken a screenwriting class. So you have more experience than I.
Interior, UA classroom, morning. Aizawa, 30, is sleeping at the front of a class full of students who are loudly conversing. He is cozily wrapped in a yellow sleeping bag, snoring away. As if planned, he awakens suddenly.
Everyone sit down and shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna be a shithead. Everyone sits down and shuts the fuck up. Like, because I'm also trying, because like the 2 different personality types you gave me for like Toga are like so conflicting.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, she's doodling in a notebook, I guess. Like that's what depressed high
How about she's
schoolers do.
stabbing the kid in front of her? Like, longingly.
Is already sitting at a desk.
No,
she has a fellow student's body laid across her desk, shirtless. She is carving.
What is she carving?
The initials SA with a heart. Alex, stop highlighting my shit.
With a knife, she is carving the initials SA plus TH with a heart around it into the back of this student. The student does not react, implying death. Cam really wasted no time being unhinged with Toga. As she finishes up this masterpiece, her gaze fixes to the front of the classroom. Aizawa is pointing at the chalkboard with a bullwhip. The name Indiana Jones is scrawled across the board. She sighs longingly. The whip cracks and she snaps out of it. Hit us all with this spicy Aizawa lecture.
Not gonna lie, I have never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Okay, write what you think Indiana, right? Or just what do you think Aizawa would fixate on for like Indiana Jones?
Just guess. I want.
Just guess.
All right. So if you see here, the cowboys.
What? No, keep going. No, I'm saying I love that that's what you went to. Go on.
All right. So if you see here, the cowboys have stolen all of the Emperor's jewels. The Indianians have come to his rescue and save the jewels.
Mineta, 15, raises his hand. Aizawa slings his bullwhip at Mineta and wraps it around him.
I'm trying to think of like a question that only someone who's seen the movies would know, and then I want Nora to answer the question.
So, which movie is your favorite and why?
Alright, and I would like you to answer truthfully.
Okay.
For reference, there's 4 of them. That's all we'll tell you.
Aizawa pulls Mineta closer, loudly dragging the desk across the floor. Mineta, coddled in the bullwhip like a baby, patiently awaits an answer.
The third one, where Mr. Jones's mistress infiltrates the Communist Party.
Toga looks around nervously before sheepishly putting her hand up. Aizawa nods towards her. Toga looks disappointed as she stands, staring at the bullwhip. Why does she look this?
Because she wanted to get the bullwhip treatment.
That's my favorite too.
She really infiltrated those communists.
and their party.
and their party. And their party.
The class goes silent. Aizawa releases Mineta from his bullwhip grip. The desk completely falls apart and Mineta lets out a yelp. Aizawa slowly struts towards Toga, bullwhip in hand.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. Especially when she did that keg stand, am I right?
So cool, so cool. Reminds me of myself.
The body on her desk lets out a short gasp of air and she quickly stabs it again, bringing silence. Aizawa looms above Toga's desk, his eyes staring death into her soul. A gloomy grin stretches across his face. Toga's eyes keep shifting to the bullwhip.
Ha! Bitch, you thought I was serious? You mortal stabby fool with your disgusting ratty space buns?
Toga's hand trails up to her left space bun as her mouth opens in disbelief. She looks around the room to see everyone staring at her. Even the dead body on her table has turned over to look at her. Tears well up in her eyes and she depressedly Naruto runs out of the room. Perhaps the saddest Naruto run you've ever seen. Fuck you. What? Aizawa hits the bullwhip against the desk and the body, breaking it in two. He pulls a flask out of the folds of his scarf and downs its entire contents in 5 seconds flat.
Students are flying out of their seats and running laps around the room.
We should have
that's a very UA energy right there.
Yeah.
Can we have can we have like a student just
Thank
like
you, yes.
We hated Toga. She sucks. Thank you.
like it's just more like really on the nose dialogue.
We're such big fans of what just happened. What just happened?
You really put that hole in her place. We are forever grateful, Awa. Fuck. Iwa. Wait, no, that's not it.
It's not spelled right.
It says Iwaza. Like I took a pill in Iwaza. We are forever grateful, Aizawa. I long to be half as drunk and owning a whip as you do. You should come over and play Katamari Damacy with me later. My mom said I can have people over if I finish my homework before 5.
Oh, boy.
Interior bathroom. There is a girl doing her makeup in the mirror. Toga slashes through the door with a knife and runs in sobbing. Hatsume Mei, 16, who is the girl doing her makeup, turns to face Toga.
Could you say like, hey, aren't you Toga from, and then get stabbed? She might as well have invented a new body part to stab. I have no clue where...
I think it was like she might as well have shot her with the knife to death.
She might as well have shot her.
She might as well have shot her point blank. Doesn't matter the gun model, it would have done the trick. Hell, it could have been a fucking cannon. The only way it would fuck her up more is if Toga invented a new body part on this girl that she could mutilate. Fuck. Hold on, this sentence is typos. As the girl's body falls to the ground, Toga runs over to the mirror. She sees the snot and tears dripping from her face. Her eyes trail up to her space buns. She sniffles as her brow furrows. She opens her mouth to reveal gritted teeth. She cries out like a warrior, and with one motion, she aggressively slices both of her space buns off. They fall to the ground, directly into her puddle of tears. She begins stabbing the mirror repeatedly, creating many cracks and dents. She drops the knife to the ground and looks down at the sink, sobbing uncontrollably. God. Suddenly, the sound of a flush fills the room. Toga snaps out of her isolation and shoots her gaze up to the mirror. Through the mirror, she sees...
You can see a massive pile of shit behind him. Like god tier amount of shit.
Interior UA classroom day. Samuel Jackson's the only reason, well, not the only reason. Maybe this is no, I'll say it. Samuel L. Jackson is the only reason Quentin Tarantino has a career.
I was gonna say he's the only reason Quentin Tarantino is still alive.
You might be right.
Lei Aizawa is back at the front of the room. His bullwhip has been replaced with a fully functioning lightsaber. It's purple. He is 3 flasks in and still hasn't gotten drunk yet.
Oh, okay, I like what you're doing here, Nora.
Yeah, go on.
I need you to continue.
So at this point,
no, keep it spelled like that. Keep it spelled like that.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
The British spelling.
What if a student's like, it's pronounced troopers?
It's troopers with an O, Mr. Aizawa, and he slashes them in half with a lightsaber. I like how it's like there was a long pause, and like I feel like you trying to think of another Star Wars term, and then just writing it. Like it's like, okay, what's next? Death Star?
At this point, the stormtroopers fly the Death Star
Where?
into your mom.
Get owned.
So dumb.
Get owned.
And then Denki's like, why would you own us? We've been sitting here doing nothing.
Why would you own us at such a time, Mr. Aizawa? After I sang your praises so loudly and invited you into my home, you have sliced my heart like last week's bread, mister. Bread you could have enjoyed if you had accepted the invitation that I proposed in the first scene.
Aizawa slices him in half with the lightsaber. He takes a sip from a new flask. Denki's body falls to the ground. Despite being cut completely in half, Denki is still able to monologue.
No, it can't be. My teacher, the one I look up to, my hero academia. After metaphorically slicing my heart, you have quite literally done it to me. I shall die staring into your...
Suddenly, the door bursts open to reveal... Prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
To pick up our son from school.
Because we're his parents and we have a pool. Surrender now, prepare to fight.
Do not write the whole fucking thing.
No, look what we wrote.
I said that earlier.
No, I saw. You literally, I went to the bathroom and literally all you wrote was the thing. But I like it.
Thanks.
No, I told Alex the same thing, but he's like, nah, I gotta...
But how is the Meowth That's Right gonna line up if it doesn't rhyme?
Aizawa looks at them with boredom.
Can I help you?
Jesse and James strut into the class without a care in the world.
Cut to them having sex and they're both calling each other Aizawa.
That's awful. I hate
Wait, Jesse and James.
I hate the idea of cutting to Jesse and James doing anything sexual, period.
You and me live
Feels
in very different worlds.
Absolutely perfect. Exactly as planned.
Now all we have to do is seal the deal. They walk towards Mineta. Jessie places her arm on his shoulder and smiles at Aizawa. So, Mr. Aizawa, we've arrived to pick up our poor little son from school. He called and said he was sick.
What? Son? Who are you people?
James wraps his arms around Mineta and covers his mouth.
What if he just says make it double?
God. That's really funny, but we can't.
Tell me
James
exactly.
wraps his arm.
Tell me.
You have to give me a good reason.
And make a double, right, son?
It's so funny.
Aizawa stares at them before taking his bullwhip back out.
So tell me then,
What's
parents of Mineta.
What's Mineta's favorite Indiana Jones movie?
What?
I like this
Based on-
question,
What?
Nora.
Which character's Mineta based on his 90s music? That's funny.
Okay. And now let me,
Jesse and James are both thrown back in utter shock. Gah! This can't be happening. We planned this out perfectly. He was supposed to ask about which Parks and Rec character he is based on his favorite Bible verses.
and of course the answer would have been April Ludgate because his favorite Bible verse would be Psalms 2:13. Oh God. How do
Bible
you
has been
spell that?
capitalized. Let's not fix
P-S-A-L-M.
What?
And then impressed with our knowledge of Parks and Rec, our son, and the Bible.
Our knowledge of our son.
He would have no choice but to fuck us and hand over that Pikachu.
Perfect. That's so funny. Holy shit. Drat! Now we need to know what this boy's 90s music tastes are.
We may be better off guessing.
You're saying all of this out loud. This is a classic blunder of the self-aware fiction character.
Well, guess, woman.
I'm trying.
You're taking too long. I'll do this myself.
James stands straight up. A light bulb appears over his head.
Bilbo Baggins!
The room is silent. All eyes shift from James to Mineta. A single tear falls from Mineta's face.
He's right.
The class gasps.
And then
What
Aizawa
a
could say
stud.
something like, well, take him home then. and then Jesse
yeah.
can go down on her knees and be like, but don't you want to fuck us? And he's like, I have a class to teach or something like that.
Well, no, I want it to be more subtle. Like they have to leave now. Like they know.
Oh,
They're
okay,
like-
yeah.
Like it's just like silently. They're like, yes, of course,
course.
my dear boy, come here.
My
Let's
dear
go to
Bilbo
our-
Baggins.
My dear Bilbo. I mean,
Whatever your name is, I don't remember.
The three leave the classroom. Interior hallway. The three exit the classroom and step into the hall. A locker shuts and their gazes snap to the locker. At the locker is...
Post the link to
I'm
the song.
I'm getting it. I'm working on it. I got it.
Nice.
Awesome. Oh no!
Undo!
You disappeared
There
him.
I'm sorry, I went 3 frames ahead. I'm so sorry. Interior bathroom. Toga is down bad on her knees, crying still. She is in a puddle of tears, snot, and Hatsume Mei's blood. She is clutching her space buns, one in each hand.
I am so depressed, and yet also, want to stab,
Nice.
but also very in love with my t-shirt.
She stabs the floor.
Wow. Wow, that was really unsatisfying. Not many stabbable...
God fucking damn it, I really...
Not many stabbable things in a bathroom. Perhaps a law should be passed to change that. Anyways, I am still depressed, regardless of how Aizawa feels about me, but that is definitely prevalent in my mind right now. Stab.
Toga looks back down at her dismembered space buns. She pushes the two hands together to form a hairy little heart. Her eyes light up. She springs through the doorway that no longer has a door in it because she cut it in half earlier. Hold on, I have proof.
Dragging a picture right here.
Yeah, there. See, this is good though, because it's like, you know, it's like a flashback, you know, like how they do in anime.
Also, she didn't drop the hair. It's clutched in her hands. Despite the immediate nature of her running to the door, she is still holding them. Perhaps that will prove important. Anyways, Goku's poop still smells really bad, so I will also take my leave.
The narrator exits the bathroom.
Interior, UA classroom, afternoon. Aizawa is now on his 7th flask of the afternoon. He's manspreading on the desk. You know, like men do and stuff. The board says Star Trek in lowercase letters with one of William Shatner's CDs taped next to it.
So, you little shits. There's this bitch named Spock.
Toga bursts into the room, heaving lungfuls of precious oxygen, before Aizawa can't react, cause, you know, he doesn't. He never does. He hasn't yet. We have no proof. She tackles him to the ground, maniacally waving her detached space buns in his face.
Come on! You took them from me! They're yours! Have them, please! I insist, you must! Look!
She puts her hair hands in the shape of a heart again.
It's a heart! You love me! You did this to me!
How does Toga has to, like, get thrown off or something? Or, like, someone has to, like, take care of this.
He can just...
Is it Goku Drip? Yes.
Whoa! Yeah! No! Yes! Aizawa is saved by Goku Drip, and that's how he falls in love.
Wait, okay. So, like Toga...
Toga continues to go crazy. But wait. Do you hear that?
Put the link to the song, or I'll do it.
Put the link to the song. Plays in the
Plays from behind the classroom door. Muffled. Plays muffled from behind the classroom door.
Oh god, that's funny.
Door. And then maybe like
there's an explosion. It's Goku Drip.
No, you don't need It's Goku Drip. You just need
You're
the
right,
picture.
you're right. You just need the picture.
Only the fucking picture. Yeah!
Goku Drip. He just picks Toga up with one hand.
He picks her up by the mouth using his finger like a hook. He picks her up by the mouth and throws her. How does Aizawa react to this? Let's get some.
Okay.
This is no, we just get the most minimal reaction from it.
Aizawa's eyes slightly widen.
Like barely.
Yeah.
I think he should say something.
He's like, you're my boyfriend now. What if it's just married?
Hey there. My bullwhip and I couldn't help but notice.
You're very whippable ass.
You're very... And the way you beat the shit out of my student.
And then like we do this, right? Speaker, Goku
Oh wait,
Drip
Goku Drip
talking.
is gonna say something, or he's just not gonna say anything. He's just gonna do it.
That's the line.
Does Aizawa say anymore? Should he like ask Goku Drip to be his boyfriend?
Yes. You want to get hitched or something?
Come back to Goku, more dialogue, it's just the same thing. What's the same one, but just stretched out to shit?
Hold on.
Yeah, put it where...
Fuck. Get the alignment. Come on.
Yeah, it really hates that I'm doing this. Wait, so what did you do? What did you do before Yaz to get it to go back there? To the left?
I just like tap. I just
You're right. This is such an easy answer. No. I think. No. It has to be. And then a little bit it off to the side.
Holy fuck.
Shota Aizawa readies himself to have his ass branded by Goku Drip. He's biting his lip in anticipation. Goku Drip whips out a massive brand with the Supreme logo on it. How did Aizawa know he had it?
The power of day drinking.
Goku Drip fucking buries that hot iron deep into Aizawa's left cheek. Shota Aizawa Drip moans in pleasure. Cut to black. Credits roll. Fade in. Interior, exterior. Jesse and James's Kia Soul. Day. Jesse is driving. James is in the passenger seat. Mineta is in the back seat. All are dead silent and looking straight ahead.
Can you please just take me back to school?
No. Yeah.
Well, if you won't take me back, can we at least get some food? You picked me up before lunch.
Jesse and James look at each other. Windmill Wipe 2, interior, exterior, Jesse and James's Kia Soul Day. The car is filled with IHOB, Arby's, Perkins, and Denny's takeout bags.
And so then, I totally helped save everyone's lives. And then this weird guy with hands showed up and went through a portal.
Wow, you really know how to fight.
Meow, that's right.
As we fade out...
Read the full link this time.
Okay. As we fade out, HTTPS... What's that called?
Colon.
Colon. Let's call the colon. As we fade out, HTTPS : // No, that's not the letter U. Fuck.
Y-O-U.
Yes, I can do it. Hold on, I can do it. My brain can do it. I promise. As we fade out, HTTPS : YOUTU period BE / GT52 capital S A capital U N M capital N O. Plays a little bit louder than you want it to. Fade to black.
Jesus Christ.
Toga tries again, gets rejected. Then, Goku Drip, whatever, everything. And then we have a post-credit scene. And the post-credit scene is of Jesse, James, and
Mineta in the car. I really like that idea.
God,
and it's like all silent, and they're just like driving, and like one of them is, and Mineta's like, "Can I go home?" And just like, "No," and then it just cuts, and that's it.
And then they accidentally hit Aizawa, killing him instantly. Like somehow we got ahead of them in their drive. Like they're like far away from the school.
No, but yeah, what do you think of a post-credit
I like that a lot.
Rewrite.